I always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. Let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say, won't you please be my kaiju neighbor?
What's up, Kaiju family? This is Godzilla Train 1090 coming to your station today with a brand new and the revival of Kaiju Next Door. And today, my very special guest, I've been on this channel a few times. I've collaborated with him with Leslie on Collectible Monsters, Mr. Donald Gulley. How are you doing tonight, my good sir?
Man, I am doing pretty good, man. It's an honor and a pleasure to be on here. And I gotta say something. That intro, the intro is awesome. I like it. It's very unorthodox, but it's a nice intro. I like that. That was fire, man. I like that, bro. You did good. You did real good. I had to say that.
Thank you. I was really terrified when I made that intro. I was like, I'm gonna try this and let's see how it goes. I mean, got good reception.
Bro,
like, okay, I might as well keep using it then.
Yeah, that's awesome. I like that. That's nice, man.
I mean, of course, most of us grew up with Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, so I had to use the music. I was like, it's perfect. I have to use it. I just can't get shot for copyright. But we're still alive, so I think we're good.
Yeah, we good.
We haven't been struck yet, so we'll see what happens after we're done with the live stream today.
Oh man.
Ooh, looks like we already have a comment from my buddy Robin Kaiju Storm. Good evening, all. Hope you will have a great show. Just stopping by to wish you all the best and to stay safe, y'all. Appreciate it, Robin. Thank you, brother.
Hey, I greatly appreciate that. Greatly appreciate it.
All right, so we'll go ahead and hop right into it. For the very first question I have for you, what made you a Godzilla fan?
Well, I'll say this. My mom and my aunt, they're big Godzilla fans. But it all started at my grandma's house, man. And I tell this story to every podcast I'm on or been featured on because it's how I actually got introduced into Godzilla. I was standing night at my grandma's house. I was my grandma's favorite, by the way. I was a favorite. So I would stay the night like almost, every weekend. And, for some odd reason, I was just up past midnight. My grandma was asleep, granddad was asleep. So I was kind of just chilling, by myself. I couldn't find nothing to watch. I'm just flipping through the TV channels and I saw Godzilla. Now, mind you, at this time, I don't know it's Godzilla, but I stopped. I'm like, this is cool. Then what made it even better was I saw him fighting a replica of himself, which turned out to be Mechagodzilla. Mm-hmm. So my introduction to it was Mechagodzilla 1974. So that's how I got into Godzilla. So when I stayed the night that following weekend, I stayed up around the same time, hoping that same movie came on, and I couldn't find it. I didn't find it again until weeks later, and I couldn't tell my mom, like, I didn't know it was called Godzilla, so I was like maybe 8, so I couldn't go home like, hey, what's the name of that Godzilla movie I was watching at my grandma's house, so, but that's what made me get into Godzilla, that movie, Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla.
That's definitely an amazing, great movie to start off with. It's always hazy when I'm trying to figure out where I started for Godzilla. I know I started watching the Hanna-Barbera cartoon, but I don't know how or why. And then one day, Godzilla vs. Megalon came on, and I was like, okay, so this is what Godzilla is supposed to be. All right, I guess I'm hooked now. And after that, it was a wrap. And even though Godzilla vs. Megalon isn't one of my favorite Godzilla movies now, it does hold that special place in my heart that it was one of the Godzilla movies that started me off. That and King Kong versus Godzilla, King Goji.
Dude, that's fire. That is such an awesome figure, dude.
I know I just got a couple weeks ago, and oh my goodness, it's absolutely incredible. And I know and then my mom and your mom can't meet because my mom's actually more of a King Kong fan, so they're gonna have some issues. They're gonna have some beef. If y'all don't know Miss Kim Donald's mom, she absolutely hates with a capital H King Kong.
Like she just, I don't know, man. I mean, she just with a passion, with a very
strong passion. action.
Hey, and what I will say too, man, about the Godzilla and Megalon, even though you said it's not one of your favorites now, but you're absolutely right. When you have something that holds a special place in your heart, like it just means something to you. Like you can't let it go. So I definitely understand where you're coming from when you make that point.
And of course, we all had different backgrounds. Well, actually, now that I talk to more kaiju members, most of our backgrounds seem to be pretty much the same. Like when I was growing up, I only like to talk Godzilla and things like that. I only had my little brother to talk to about it. So how was it growing up as a Godzilla fan?
Ooh, um, growing up as a Godzilla fan, um, growing up as a Godzilla fan, it was tough in a way. Not it was tough as if I couldn't bond with any of my friends, right? You know, most of my friends they liked football. I like football. I had friends that liked the basketball. I liked the basketball, but I had a lot of friends who didn't like Godzilla or know about Godzilla, and I did. So it was harder for me to kind of share a bond with them. And so I can
Mhm.
only share that bond. Just imagine you having to share that bond with just your mom and your aunt, and
Yeah.
then you watching the Godzilla movies with your mom and your auntie. So growing up as a Godzilla fan, I kind of had to hide that and shelter that,
Mm-hmm.
you know, from my friends until I got comfortable enough. Because I don't know if I can say this on here. It's nothing bad, but I think nine times out of 10, like certain people in our community, how they look at us, it's like, oh, he likes Godzilla, so you know, you're a nerd, or
Mm-hmm.
he's weird. So you know, I kind of had to shelter that in and close that in. But with the help of social media, being able to meet people like you, and all around the world, it makes it so much more better. And now I know I have like a huge fan base, not only behind me, you, but they're behind each other. So growing up as a Godzilla fan, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. I will say that it was still cool, you know, knowing who Godzilla is, knowing what he represents, and understanding him. It was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I mean, yeah, like you said, as a kid it was rough because like I said a moment ago, only me and my brother were really Godzilla fans, and my brother's not as big as a Godzilla fan as I am even. So me and my brother had our bond, but besides that, I kind of had to shelter it, especially in our community. Like we definitely
Right.
weren't cool if we were Godzilla fans. Like we didn't even mention it. It was football, Dragon Ball Z, Ninja Turtles, all
Yep.
that stuff. And I mean, yeah, it was cool and all, but I mean, we had to hide our biggest passion. And
Right.
growing up now in this community, it's been absolutely incredible because not until what would you say about 2015, 2016 that you knew how big the Godzilla community really was.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I even met some folks in San Antonio that been here their whole lives. I was like, oh, well, why can't I meet you when I was a child? What the heck?
Yeah, right. And I think the and I think the biggest thing too was I wasn't confident. Not that I wasn't confident in myself. I was just, you know, I wasn't as confident to say, you know what, this is Godzilla. This is what I enjoy watching because I was a big Dragon Ball Z fan.
Mhm.
I was, you know, big Scooby Doo fan, Ninja Turtles. You even mentioned Ninja Turtles, like big Ninja Turtle fan. My youngest boy, biggest
Mhm.
Ninja Turtle fan in the world.
Yeah.
And I think for me, not having that confidence to be able to say, you know, I like Godzilla and this is what I like because, you know, people tease me about what I like or, oh, well, you don't fit in. So it was, I mean, but I will say as a kid, it was pretty cool because I got to experience it with my family. So that was like the most important thing for me.
Yeah, exactly. And with that being said, being as an adult now, what does being a Godzilla fan mean to you?
Uh, being a Godzilla fan, it means what it means to me. It means that we all have the chance to stick together, right? Help one another, you know, encourage one another, you know, have each other's backs. And I think being a Godzilla fan and being part of that community, it brings out so much joy. Like when you guys had the Monsters with Attitude, when you guys were showing off your top 10, 25 centimeter figures, if you go back and watch it, just look at how much fun you guys had. And then look how many people was in the chat. For me, that's what it's all about. It's about having fun, spreading the love of Godzilla, and even other kaiju, man. But I always go back to that show because that show was popping. I don't know if you know it or the guys were like, I did not want it to end, and I didn't want to get off. But that show was awesome. And to me, that's what it was about. Everybody sharing their different passions about Godzilla. Everybody sharing their different passions about why they like the mech better than they like Destroyer, why they like Biollante better than Gigan, like, having other people's opinions and, getting an understanding of how they got into Godzilla and why they like Godzilla. I think that's what that means to me. And being more open, because I'm not going to lie, being a part of the Godzilla community, it has given me a lot of confidence to keep going. So I'm encouraged, and I consume from everybody. Like, I watch your channel, even your separate channel, man. I watch other channels. It's awesome, man.
Yeah, most definitely. And of course, Kaiju Storm, we are all entitled to like what we want within our hobby. Doesn't mean someone doesn't like it, that we have to have that we have to not like it. Cough, Rotten Tomato. Forget Rotten Tomato. They don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Rotten Tomato, spoiled tomato, molded tomato. It don't matter.
I know last year because if y'all haven't seen it, this year on Collectible Monsters, me and Donald was a part of Leslie's conversation with black kaiju African American collectors with Kim with Kim and as well as John.
Yep.
And
Kaiju
last year we did a show too, and they had a list about, I think IBC had a list of the top 10 Godzilla movies. We tore that list apart. We ate that list for lunch.
I wish I could have been there for that one. I wish I could have been there for that one, man.
We all have our different opinions for what we put as our top 10, but that list wasn't it.
I don't know, because for how Leslie was talking, it's like they just threw somebody in and said, "Hey, man, start listening to these Godzilla movies."
That's what they did. I was, oh my gosh, I'm not gonna get upset about it again. I'm not. I know I first saw that list and I was like, "What am I reading?" And then Leslie told me we was gonna go over. I was like, "Oh, say less." I was already going to destroy this list. Say less, Leslie. Let's go ahead and get into this.
Now Leslie gave you he gave you all the power to just go in now.
He did. And every single last one of us went into that list. It was go back and watch that. Go back and watch that, guys. That'll be on Leslie B. Chambers' channel. The conversation with black kaiju cool. African American collectors. So my next question for you is, if I can find my list again. There it goes. What made you become a kaiju content creator? Because if you don't know, this is the head man of Godzilla Nerds 1954. So I'll decide to start. What made you decide to be a content creator for kaiju?
All right, so anybody that know me, like as far as in my family, but
Thank you, Leslie.
Oh man, Leslie's awesome, man. Leslie is awesome. So what made me become a kaiju content creator? So when I was little, I would always get in trouble by my mom, like even my dad, because I could imitate like literally anybody. I would make fun of people no matter who it was. And, my favorite actor is Martin Lawrence. Like I would always study Martin Lawrence. I'm like, man, this dude is like just hilarious to me. That's like my favorite show ever. And I would just study him all the time. I would watch the stand-ups. And the older and older I got, I always had a personality, a good personality, and I can adapt to any situation. Like you can put me in a room with anybody and I will bond with anybody, but I can still be myself. And everybody would always tell me that, how funny I was. I was so funny. I was hilarious, but I knew I always had the personality. But one day I was just, I I was watching Kaiju Kim, and I was watching like different just Godzilla reactions, and I really wanted to be a part of the community because I felt like I could change or impact somebody's life in that community. And I'm like, wow, man, I can really do this. But I always wanted to, host a podcast or create a podcast. So what happened was I was like, wow, well, with the technology we have now, with the way things are going, we can really create a podcast and start posting it, putting it out there so people can get our opinions on certain movies, certain animations as well. And that's what really made me get into it. I just wanted to be able to make an impact on people's lives, because it's a lot of people that are kaiju collectors that love Godzilla, but they won't put their stuff on the screen, and probably because they don't want to. So if I can reach them and connect with them, that's normally how I can make somebody's day. So with my personality and just watching other people and studying other people, I'm like, wow. And it looked fun too. It looked really, really fun. I'm like, wow, man, I'm watching other people react. So I want to be able to do a reaction to see what people think about me. And that's how it came about.
Yeah, same for me. Growing up watching, of course, one of our members in Monsters of Attitude, Samson West, of course, Rich Iso, Leslie P. Chambers, of course. Watching all of them do it after so many years, I was like, I think I can do this too. I think I can get my voice to get my opinion out there for everybody to hear my opinion on things too. And of course, as you know, as an African American, there's not a lot of us out here doing this on YouTube, honestly. Before me, you and Kim, is only Leslie and Diego Doom. If y'all know anybody else, definitely let me know so I can find them. But as far as I know, it's only Diego Doom and Leslie doing a thing. And I was like, okay, I think we can be represented a little bit more in the community. So I think let me put my voice out there, put myself out there, and let me try and change the narrative a little bit. Because I know there's African American kaiju collectors out there. So basically I just want to help. Let's come out to the light. Let's show what we got too, guys.
You do a good job too, bro. You do a great job, man. Great job.
You do too, Donald.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, so let's get into some of the nitty-gritty questions. Oh wait, before then, Kaiju Storm put out another comment. When things hit the fan, I tend to get out of hand, getting too emotional over my hobby because sometimes that is all I have left in the world to keep myself moving. Okay, so even though I grew up with Godzilla as the hero, I guess I'm the crazy one. I definitely prefer Godzilla as the antagonist. Godzilla being that force in nature and awesomeness of destruction always appealed to me more than Godzilla being a hero, which is, I know, weird. So I grew up with this Godzilla, with 70s Godzilla, but I definitely prefer Godzilla more as an antagonist. And in your opinion, Donald, do you prefer Godzilla as an antagonist or protagonist?
Oh man, you got me breathing hard over here with that question. So to me, this is a tricky question. I prefer Godzilla to be the antagonist, right? Because when I watched the 54, they've never experienced anything like that before.
Yeah.
Right? They've never seen a force of nature like Godzilla. They've never seen a force of nature like him. So they're all trying to figure it out. They're all coming together trying to figure out how to deal with Godzilla. And so I would, because I love the destruction, and I always thought, and I could be crazy, I always thought Godzilla movies should not be too dark, but dark. Just, that I think it represents him. Destruction, right? Carnage, mayhem. That's what I believe Godzilla represents. I don't have a problem with him being the protagonist in this day and age, simply because I think more people, not us, but newer Godzilla fans they like viewing him that way.
Yeah.
They like, so I'm guessing that, Toho, they adapted to the times. And so more people who, like my wife, she's not used to seeing Godzilla, cause havoc just, for no reason, like we are.
Yeah.
So I think I don't have a problem with him being the protagonist in this day and age, but I prefer him to be the antagonist. I do. I prefer him to be because I just love destruction. Anytime I can see Godzilla destroy the military, and not in that kind of way, military, and destroy buildings, and I just love when he's terrified. Like I just love it. I get the most joy out of that. So I definitely prefer him to be the antagonist. And like I said, I have no problem with him being the protagonist because now I know they view him as a godlike figure. So I guess when most people do view God or a godlike figure, they view him in a light as a hero. So, but antagonist for me though, antagonist.
Before I give my spin on why I prefer him as an antagonist, Leslie, put out some kind words. Y'all both of y'all are awesome. Y'all keep doing what you're doing. Keep contributing. Keep spreading positivity, and just keep being you. That's more than enough, brothers. We appreciate that. Thank you, Leslie.
Yeah, thank you, Leslie. I greatly appreciate that, brother. I really do.
And of course, my partner in crime with Monsters of Attitude, Thomas Lee. Good
Hey
evening,
man,
Thomas.
that show was awesome, Thomas Lee. I enjoyed that, man, a couple weeks ago. That was awesome.
So the reason why I prefer Godzilla more as an antagonist is because even though I grew up with Godzilla versus Megalon, Hedorah, Godzilla versus Monster Zero, films like that, with the very first time I saw Godzilla in 1954, it's something that felt right about that film. With him being, I'm sorry, not 54, 56, Godzilla King of the Monsters. Something always felt right about him being that destruction, causing all that havoc, being the lesson to man for nuclear weapons. Something about that always felt right to me when I first saw that film. It was like Godzilla feels natural like this. That makes sense.
Yeah, that does. Yeah.
And then, of course, my favorite era of movies is the Heisei era, which I know is blasphemous across the community, but it is. And of course, and like I'll never poo-poo on the Showa era because I grew up watching. I absolutely love the Showa era, but Godzilla being the antagonist in the Heisei era is what really catches my eye. Like, to me, there's not too many movies that Godzilla is more of a menace than in the Heisei era. For example, like Godzilla 1984, Godzilla versus Biollante, Godzilla versus King Ghidorah, films like that. And I definitely do have 54 is definitely the cream in the crop for me, and not King of the Monsters. I mean, I do love King of the Monsters. I love Raymond Burr's part in it, but Gojira is absolutely perfection as far as Godzilla movies to me. I still view that's still on tops of my list as the best Godzilla movie ever made. Shin came close to capturing that same magic. Same with 1984. But if I really want to show people who Godzilla is, it has to be the original Gojira.
I agree with that because, like I said, in 54, they never seen anything like this. So they having a whole meeting at a table trying to figure out. I knew I would have been at the table. You couldn't pay me no money to be at the table. I'm trying to evacuate. I'm gone. But 54 came close. Shin did come close. Shin came really, really close. They came really, really close. But you're definitely right. 54 is like that's it. And it couldn't have been any perfect. When you watch it. And another thing I like about Godzilla being the antagonist is because I love Godzilla so much. I mean, his demeanor is different.
Yeah.
I feel like he's stronger. He's more badder than who he is when he's a protagonist. So, I mean, like we just did Godzilla versus Mothra over on the Godzilla Nerds podcast, but it was just his interests, his appearances was different. It hit different.
Yeah.
When the theme come on, I was like, man, and he was so menacing in that movie, especially in '84 when he was holding that nuclear reactor.
Mm-hmm.
Man, there's not too many shots that's better than that one. It is not, man.
That is it. That's definitely an iconic scene right there.
Yeah, that is awesome. That is really awesome. But yeah, I definitely antagonist all the way.
Okay, so before I go to my next question, we do have a couple comments. Eric from Bearded Kaiju Kaiju Unboxes and Reviews. What's up, Eric? Also a member of Monsters with Attitude.
I can't grow no beard like that, bro.
And of course, Thirsty Thursday. Love the Heisei era. Never feel bad about that.
Right on,
And
right on.
And of course, damage Leslie. Here comes the damage control. Of course, Eric prefers the Showa, but I mean, and again, I do love the Showa era also, but I guess I'll put it because I talked to Samson about this. Samson's not a huge Heisei guy, and the reason, and I get his understanding because the Heisei movies are more serious tone movies, and I just enjoy the more serious tone movies a little bit more than the nostalgia factor of the Showa era, even though there are, I would say there's not many Godzilla. Well, actually, no. Only two movies are above the original Mothra vs. Godzilla is Return to Godzilla and Biollante for me. But Mothra vs. Godzilla is absolutely one of the most perfect Godzilla movies of all time. I absolutely love that movie. That movie would never go below 3 for me. That's going to stay there forever. I absolutely love that film.
Yeah, and I think how I break down because I enjoy all the different eras of Godzilla. So Legendary for me hasn't been running long enough to be in that conversation yet. Millennium wasn't long enough for me. So it comes down to Showa and Heisei, and I'll pick Heisei for the simple fact that we get Biollante, we get Destroyer, we get Space Godzilla. I think those monsters, because we get those monsters, and I think the tone is more serious because I always looked at Godzilla to me, he's supposed to be serious, a dark tone film because 54 was. So I think because of that serious tone. Now Showa is cool too because that's the first one of the first movies I saw was Godzilla versus Mechagodzilla 1974. So that's one of my favorites. And Showa has a lot of funny, goofy movies as well. Because when you brought up Godzilla versus Megalon, I tried my hardest not to laugh because that movie is so funny to me.
It is.
Especially when he shot that bomb at Godzilla
and just threw it back in his mouth.
I was like, I'm hoping he don't bring up Godzilla versus Megalon. And that's the first image that comes in my head. Like, he just shot it out and just boom, boom. I was like, wow, man, I hope you don't bring it up. But I got Heisei, man, by a slight margin, man.
Yeah, very, very slight margin, definitely. So with that being said, what are your top 5 versions of Godzilla, as well as your 5 least favorite Godzilla suits?
We'll go least first. Because I did a countdown on this on my channel maybe a couple months back. So we'll go. I love the one in Mechagodzilla, so I can't do that. I can't do them like that. Monster. Oh, okay, yeah, that's good. Least favorite. I'm gonna say I didn't like the suit in Godzilla's Revenge. That's one. He looked crazy. Ooh.
I mean, to be fair, Godzilla's Revenge, they show like 4 different suits. So
yeah, they show like stock footage. And I know he had. I'm gonna say this. I don't know if this was gonna be controversial or not. The suit in Godzilla versus Gigan. I know that with that suit they have some issues going on with that as well.
Yeah, that suit was a little rough. I understand.
Yeah, that was a rough suit. Man, I'm gonna say Godzilla. Man, I liked the one in Mechagodzilla. 74. I liked that one.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. I like to destroy monsters. Wow, you just had to ask me this question because now I'm thinking about all the different suits. And this is why I'm getting caught up because some of the suits in the film doesn't pan out well. But when you have like that figure right there, the figure looks great.
Yeah.
So, now this design wasn't bad for me, but the original Godzilla versus King Kong, it to me it was in between. It wasn't his worst. It wasn't his best look.
Mm-hmm.
I
Or
love
Cookie
him
Monster Godzilla, as Leslie likes to say.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, Leslie has a point. I mean, again, this is one of my first Godzilla movies. I love the suit, but I get why Leslie says he looks like Cookie Monster. I get it. It makes sense.
Yeah. Give me a cookie, please. I love the Godzilla design in Mothra, the original. I didn't like the one when he fought Ghidorah, the invasion of the Astro Monster. The original, I didn't like that one. And I got one more for wow, man. 64 better be. Leslie, I got that one. 64, I have that one. And not on this list, but my top 5. Man, it didn't have to be when he fought Ghidorah.
Mm-hmm.
It had to be. So that would be my 5.
Okay.
My 5 least. Now, my favorites, of course, is 54.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to say 54. That just sets. I kind of separate 54.
Yes, 54 usually is like a category of its own.
Yeah, it's in the category of its own. So we're gonna go 2000 Godzilla. Mm-hmm. Appreciate it, Leslie. I told him I always look out for you, man. Yeah, I do. I love them all. I'm gonna go Final Wars 3.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going 64, Leslie. That's 4. I got it at number 4, so that's top 5. And number 5, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go 84. I'm gonna go 84. Honorable mention, I would say 2019 King of the Monsters because Michael Dougherty, because his love for the franchise and going with that more of an old school Godzilla look. So that's why I would go with that one. So that'll be 5 because I separate 1954. 54 doesn't count. So
yeah. So Leslie has some controversy to start with the new Godzilla fans.
It looks like a black recliner.
Leslie's dirty for that. I mean, Eric's not too much. Well, Eric put in one thing that may be controversial. He says least favorite is the 67, 55 anime legendary. Ooh,
yeah, I forgot about
62. Eric, we're gonna have to talk about that, sir. Because don't forget what our next show is gonna be. So we're gonna have a discussion.
That'll be good for debating. And what's unique about Godzilla is like these questions are good, but I feel like people's answers are gonna change every time. The more and more you go back and watch Godzilla, or the more he evolves. So, but yeah, that was an awesome question, man. I enjoyed that one. He looks chunky. He looks like he's filling the can full of the. Yeah. 94 to me is built like a microwave, a hot pocket or something.
And then Eric's favorites list, which me and Eric haven't had this discussion yet. 75, 89, 64.
Ooh, 89.
Of course, I'm super biased. Mine's are 84, 89, 64, 75, and GMK. With honorable mention and barely missing my top 5 would probably be Godzilla 2000.
Yeah. So that is awesome, man.
Barely misses
That
it,
is
but it can't quite creep into the top 10 because those other shoots are absolutely phenomenal to me.
yeah. It's so hard picking top 5. It's hard, man.
It is. And then my least favorite, I really have only 2 that. Well, no, I can't say only 2 now. Part of my least favorites gonna be 55. I don't know why. I could never get into that design. I just couldn't do it.
And they move like puppets in that movie.
Yeah, the way they. I mean, as much I'm not gonna say in bash for the 55 coming. It was the start of us having kaiju battles, but
and years.
Yeah, but still, just I wasn't digging Godzilla's design in that movie. 67, Godzilla was. Can't think of the proper word for it. I'm not gonna find it though, so I can't do 67 either. 67 to me really looks like a Cookie Monster. If we're gonna be honest.
Yeah, I completely forgot about 89, 84, 2000, Final Wars, and 64. I have to separate. It's just too many. It's too many. Just go on, Adrian. Go on, brother.
And then Leslie was brought up the last one I was gonna say. Don't get me started on the anime trilogy Godzilla. Godzilla Earth looks like a legendary Godzilla if he was addicted to crack and cocaine.
Yeah, I couldn't get in. I could not get into that. I mean, my grandpa moved faster than that. I mean, I was like, I don't know. I just couldn't get into it.
Yeah, I couldn't get into Godzilla Earth either. Everybody, the people who love it, more power to you, but I couldn't get into it. So
now people who did enjoy it, I would love to, hear why they enjoyed it. Kind of get their take, and kind of see.
Oh, Kaiju Storm out here putting out blasphemous, but that again is his opinion. He could definitely like what he likes.
And 14th man, stop it.
So that's who you can talk to about why they like Godzilla Earth better. So, what are your top 3 favorite kaiju not named Godzilla, and what are your three least favorite kaiju not named Godzilla?
Favorite, of course, is King Ghidorah.
Mm-hmm.
Mecha Godzilla. Have to go Mecha Godzilla. That's what all started for me. King Ghidorah, Mecha Godzilla. I'm gonna go. I'm struggling. I'm battling with 2 right now in my head. I'm gonna say. Wow, I'm gonna go Mothra.
Ooh,
I'm gonna go Mothra.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Mothra. I was about to say Biollante, but I'm gonna go Mothra. Just because of what she represents, and so majestic, and I think, and believe it or not, if Mothra, to me, this is just me, if she wasn't like a part of this, I don't know who else would have an impact like her. Another kaiju like her. So that's why I say. Now my least favorite, this is gonna be good. My least favorite. I can't with y'all, man. Least favorite outside of Godzilla. I'm not gonna say Menya. I'm not gonna do Menya like that. We'll push Menya.
I'll do it. I'll do it.
We'll. The least three favorite. I gotta narrow this down. Menya. Menya's gonna be. We're gonna throw Menya in there.
Yeah, go on with that Band-Aid off.
yeah, we'll go ahead and take it. Menya. I'm gonna go Ibira. I got Menya, Ibira, and there's one more out there that I haven't said yet, but I know we out there.
Mm-hmm.
Menya, Ibira. I'm gonna have to go Gabber. I'm gonna have to go Gabra, Ibira, and Menya.
Oh goodness. Well, Leslie has something to say about not liking Minya.
If you don't like me, then
Now I'm not sure if you know this about Leslie, but Son of Godzilla and Godzilla's Revenge are two of his definitely more real like films, and he has no apologies for it. And I get it. As far as Godzilla's Revenge, I understand the message, enjoy the message, especially being a fellow father as of yourself.
Yeah,
but it's a rough movie to get through.
Yeah, it was hard. It was hard. it was hard, bro. Just call it what it is, man.
So my top 3 favorite would have to be, of course, Gamera. King Kong, thanks to my mother. So I'm sorry, Miss Kim. Don't get on here and start hating on me now. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Blame
man.
Mother.
I handle.
And number 3 would probably have to be, I want to say Titanosaurus.
I like to. You know what? I wish he would get more recognition. Titanosaurus.
Yeah. I do too. There's too much hate for it. There's too much hate for Minya. Honestly, there's way too much hate for Titanosaurus as well.
Yeah.
But as I say that, Minya is definitely on my least favorite list.
Minya, yeah. I'm sorry, Leslie.
I'm gonna say Final Wars, Hedora. They did my girl dirty in that movie. I was so upset. Well, actually, I forgot. Hedora's a guy in Final Wars. I forgot about that. My bad.
Yeah.
But still.
Yeah.
Oh God, such a disgrace. And I'll probably have to say Manda, and that's only because I haven't really seen him enough. Because we won't get a glimpse of him in Destroy All Monsters, where he's just breaking the bridge. He gets killed within the first minute of Final Wars. First 5 minutes of Final Wars. So
Godzilla pulled a Street Fighter in that movie. Got on that plane. He flew different. USA.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so I'm sorry, Robin. I have to put this up because I honestly don't agree. Even though he did do nothing in the film, I actually really like Varan. I really love his design. His design is pretty dope.
I didn't say Varan because his design is awesome.
Yeah, I love his design.
Is awesome. And that's one of the reasons I did Mothra. And I would have Mothra and Kong at 3 for me, just especially because of Kong's impact. Yeah. Really, because there's no Godzilla without
Kong. Exactly.
So, and I love giving Kong his proper respect, his proper due. But for Varan, his design is awesome, man. His design is awesome.
It is. And Leslie, I love Titanosaurus, even though his roar sounds like a bag of kittens.
Yes, his roar, man. His roar is just so irritating, man. I'm like,
His roar doesn't bother me. I don't know. Everybody thinks I'm a psychopath, but it doesn't bother me. I'm okay.
It's probably because you enjoy him so much, though. So you might have a different perspective on it than I think he's underrated. Me personally, I think it's so much they could do with Titanosaurus.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Oh wait, hold on. Thank you, Eric. Eric coming to my man's defense in front of my boy Leslie.
I'm still trying to get the beard like you, Eric.
Okay, so this is always a controversial list for everybody. What's your top 5? What Godzilla films are your top 5? And I guess also your least favorite 5. Godzilla movies.
Now, brother, why you do this?
Because how you be doing me on your show? That's how.
Brother, all right, so
You can't lie either, because there's video evidence how you be doing, folks.
I need to go back and do some editing. I need to top. So we'll go top 5 movies first.
Okay.
Of course, 54.
Mm-hmm.
Got to do 54. I'm gonna do Godzilla versus Mecha Godzilla 1974. That's the one I was introduced to. Number 3, I would have to do Godzilla 1984.
Mm-hmm.
I love Godzilla 1984. Godzilla, the Invasion of the Astro Monster. That's the first time I actually saw King Ghidorah. That's the first, and I've always, I don't know, it's just something about King Ghidorah. I thought his design was ahead of its time.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, 3 heads that can fly, can shoot gravity beams. That, to me, that's insane, and I couldn't imagine seeing that in person.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll do that. Number 4. Number 5. I don't know if this is going to be a controversial, but I'm going to say Godzilla, King of the Monsters, 2019.
Okay.
2019, because that was actually the first time we saw King Ghidorah, Rodan, and Mothra on the big screen. And I thought Michael Dougherty did a great job from the designs.
Mm-hmm.
The sound, that movie is a top 3 soundtrack for Godzilla movies for me. That soundtrack was awesome.
It was awesome soundtrack. That's fair.
Now, least favorite. Least favorite. One head will be telling you to wash the dishes, vacuum the floor, other to take the garbage out. I would say Godzilla's Revenge. I'm gonna say Godzilla Raised Again. I just that movie is so hard to look at. I'm gonna. I can't say that one. I'm not even going there.
Go ahead, Donald. Be honest, man.
Hey, and I forgot to say my honorable mention too for top 5. I got Shin Godzilla. I really enjoy that film. That's top 5. Well, that's I got that. But least favorite, I said Godzilla's Revenge.
They said Godzilla's Revenge, Rage Again. Mm-hmm.
Wow, man.
Interesting list, Mike. Those are your top 5, right?
Wait, talking about what he
mm-hmm.
I enjoyed Godzilla versus Orga.
I'm sorry, Les is a fool.
You know what? Destroyer is not my favorite, but it's not the worst. I just think Destroyer is overrated. I do think he's overrated though. Just as a villain, I think he's overrated. I know a lot of people are not gonna like that, but I just think he's overrated. I love Final Wars. I'm going to say man. I'm going to say Godzilla versus Biollante. No, I'm just playing. I'm gonna say Godzilla versus Megalon, only because it was a little bit more on the goofy side.
Mm-hmm.
It was a little more on the goofy side. Son of Godzilla. Sorry, Leslie. I'm sorry, Leslie. I apologize, brother.
We do have to talk about your hatred for Son of Godzilla, because I'm not okay with that either.
Man. Number 5. Yeah, I like Final Wars. And I'm gonna say, I'm gonna say Godzilla. I'm gonna say Godzilla versus I'm gonna say Godzilla versus I'm thinking about all his villains, and I like most of his villains. So it's like I can't. So I can't do them. I can't do them all like that.
So you got to do somebody like that.
Yeah, somebody's out of there. Somebody's out of there.
Yeah, someone has to take the L. It's okay. I know who's taking. Taking mine.
I'm gonna say destroy all monsters.
Mm.
I'm gonna say destroy all monsters.
Well, if Leslie told us anything from last year and probably this year too about how I feel about destroy all monsters, I'm okay with that. So of course my top 5 is, and me and Leslie just got done arguing about this yesterday between the Returning Godzilla 1985. That to me, I put those as the same entity of the movie. So I'm gonna say 1985 for 1. Number 2, Godzilla versus Biollante. Number 3, Mothra versus Godzilla. Number 4, GMK. Let me see if I get this title correct. Godzilla, Mothra, King Ghidorah, All Out Monsters Attack. No, All Out Monster. I cannot say that whole title. Oh my gosh. That's why I said GMK. Anyways. And number 5 being Terror of Mega Godzilla, with Godzilla versus Mega Godzilla barely at number 6. And the only reason why that is because I saw Terror of Mega Godzilla first when I was a kid. That was my introduction to Mega Godzilla. And that still sticks to me to this day. How Titanosaurus was just destroying the city, Mega Godzilla was just blowing everything up. Absolutely incredible film.
But this is the issue I have with you. It's not the list. It's so short. You're asking for 5. It's just too many. It's just too many. But that's a good top 5, bro. I like that. I like your list. That's nice. That's dope.
And for my least 5 favorite, I'm not gonna include the anime. That's too easy. That's already 3 spots right there.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna have to say Godzilla Rage Again now, and that not recently flipped, but I finally came to a realization I need to stop hating Godzilla's Revenge as much as I do, because it has a lot of stock footage, but at least it has a good story behind it. Godzilla Rage Again. That story is just
that movie garbage, bro.
I can't do it. I'm sorry, Matt, if you're out there watching. I just can't do it. And then Godzilla's Revenge, but I don't hate it anymore. It's just not one I always go back and visit that often. After that, Destroy All Monsters, because I don't care what no one says, that film is definitely overrated. Destroy All Monsters is the most overrated Godzilla film of all time. I would say that to the end of my days. Number 4, and I know Thomas is gonna hate me for this, but number four of my least favorite has to be Final Wars. I can't find this. Final Wars is a mess to me, to put it lightly. And I think I was pretty kind to it when I was on your stream for it, but no, yeah, I can't do Final Wars like that. And number 5 would have to be. What number 5 have to be? Huh. I think what? Oh gosh, what is number 5? I really did forget. Maybe Son of Godzilla, but I watched it. But out of those other 4, I watched Son of Godzilla quite often actually. So I really don't want to put it down there. But I know there's a lot more films I watched over Son of Godzilla. So that's the only reason why Son of Godzilla would be down there for me.
Well, the good thing about doing the list is because you have your top 5 and then you have your lower 5, and I think sometimes just because a movie is in our lower 5 doesn't mean that we necessarily don't like it. It's just other movies we prefer over that one. So exactly. Yeah. Nah, but Raise Again. I'm sorry, Matt Hardy. I can't do that one, bro.
And there's I'm not sure if I've actually seen Destroy All Monsters or I've just seen all the reuse footage and everything else. Well, Thirsty Thursday, you can go watch it. Oh, thank you. Never mind. You know what we left out? And even though I know I'm trying to start the campaign for us to stop hating this movie, this is my number 5.
Oh yeah. Okay, so I can remove Son of Godzilla and just stick that in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, I can stick 98 in there. And look, I don't. I'm gonna say this: if the movie's not called Godzilla, to me, it's a great film, right? Exactly. I don't want to beat up this film or bash this film. Me personally, I didn't like the film, but I just had to move on from it, and but. I don't know. I'll tell you what. I would have been fine with the movie, even if it was called Godzilla, if his design was a lot better. I don't like the design. I just don't like the design.
Right? Did you ever see the Stan Winston Godzilla design?
Yes.
If they would have used that would have been incredible.
If they would have used that would have been awesome.
It would have been awesome. I don't know. Why TriStar was like, let's not use that and let's use this instead. I don't know what the thought process was behind that. I don't know what convinced him. Like, you know what? This is Godzilla's design.
Yeah, I couldn't get. I don't know, man. I don't know.
And I don't know how I didn't include this on my list, but I will ask this. What are your top 3 non-Godzilla movies?
It got to be Kaiju.
Mm-hmm.
Gamera versus Gigan.
Ooh, okay.
I saw that's the first Gamera movie I saw again at my grandma's house. It all started at my grandma's house. That is the first movie I saw of Gamera, and I just like the Gigan design so much because as a little kid I would just sit on the couch. I'm like, wow, his head is shaped like some kind of axe. I just liked it. I don't know. I was weird, man, and I was really into the design. So that's definitely. You said 3, right?
Yeah. I mean, if you have 5, go and battle them off. I'm fine with that.
I'm gonna go Peter. Well, this is gonna be first. Peter Jackson's King Kong, the 2005.
Magnificent film.
That's number 1. I'm gonna put that number 1. And then I'm gonna say Gamera versus Gigan. I enjoyed Rodan, 1956.
Rodan's overrated.
Yes.
Underrated. Rodan's underrated. It's a good film.
Yeah, Rodan. I'm definitely gonna go Rodan, man. I enjoyed that a lot. 3. I know there's 2 more out there. Oh, the original King Kong. King Kong.
Of course, you gotta put
he's got 2. That. Yeah, he's got. Man, that Peter Jackson is phenomenal. I have the game. The game is just like the movie. It is just like
it is. I had the I think the Nintendo DS version, not the Nintendo DS. I think it was the PSP version of the game, and I played that for hours. I love that game.
Yeah, I played that. I love that game. I know you said 3, but I'm thinking it's one more.
Or is it you do
Gamma
5 if you have
Essence.
5? That's fine.
Okay. Yeah, Rodan was awesome. And then I'm gonna go. I'm thinking Mothra. I'm thinking Mothra. Her
61.
solo film. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Mothra. I was going back and forth between Mothra 61 and how you say it? Damagen.
Damagen.
I was going back and forth between those two. So I'm gonna just throw those two up there. They'll just make the cut. But definitely Peter Jackson's King Kong. That movie's awesome, man. That is an awesome movie.
It really is. I think Peter Jackson's it's so long I don't watch as often as I would like. But every time I go back and watch Peter Jackson's King Kong, I just get swept up in the magic again. Like it was such a love story to the original King Kong. It's absolutely beautiful. I love it. Number 2 for me would probably be it used to be the whole Gamma trilogy, but I'm gonna give Leslie. It's because of you I saw this movie, so I'll give you props for this. Gamma versus Barugan. That movie's absolutely awesome.
Ooh, that's awesome. That is an awesome movie. That movie's awesome.
That movie is awesome. Number 3, I'll probably have to put Gamma Guardian of the Universe, because that was the first Gamma movie I ever saw, actually.
Dude, that is awesome.
And that movie, I love that movie so much. And again, the next film is also gonna be because of Leslie. War of the Gargantuous. I absolutely love that film too. That movie's woo. That movie's
my
dope.
My auntie cry. My auntie's a crybaby. Okay, she'll cry at anything. Sorry, auntie, but she can watch. She has her movies she can watch over and over and over again. That's one of them. War of the Gargantuous.
Yeah, that's a great movie. And my number 5 would have to be I think I'm with Robert. He said this in the chat a moment ago. King Kong 1976. Oh no, well actually wait, no. I'm sorry, I'm lying. It's gonna be King Kong Escapes. That's gonna be my 5th one.
Ooh.
That film,
I like that one.
That's a dope film. Oh, what's up, homie? What's up? How you doing, brother?
Gamma and Barugan was really good. That was an awesome movie.
I slept on it for so long, and Leslie finally taught me into watch it, and I was like, what have I been missing my whole life?
Yeah, man.
That movie is so dope. Barugan is a monster. The human villains are. I forgot I'm alive. I can't cuss that man out, but he's a douchebag. That's the
You can't do that, bro. You can't. Peter Jackson, yes. That movie's awesome, man.
The movie is awesome. Whoever, if you're a Kaiju fan and you haven't seen Peter Jackson's King Kong, please go back and watch it. Has your mom seen Peter Jackson's King Kong?
Yes, she enjoyed that one. She said Skull Island was good. So I think when my mom's talking Godzilla and Kong, she just loves Godzilla, so she just compares the two. So to her, it's like she just despises King Kong, and I think she's on. That's why I told John. I said, John, my mom's on your side. Y'all don't like King Kong, y'all can talk about Kong.
Yeah, they're gonna hate Kong together. But yeah, I mean, and yeah, compared to Godzilla, I mean, of course, I'm gonna pick Godzilla too, but I've never seen someone hate Kong as much as your mother does. It scares me.
My mom, she just, I don't know. I thought my mom was talking to me. I'm like, dang, mom, what I do to you?
Okay, so of course, coming from all these films, we all as at least as far as I was when I was a kid. We started, and a lot of us now are collectibles collectors as we're older now. What was your first Godzilla collectible? I know I showed you mine on Leslie's channel, but what's yours?
my first one because I started really, really late, and I have him somewhere.
He's hiding. It's okay. He's back there somewhere.
Yeah, he's back here. Let me make sure I'm not lying to you guys.
Ooh, that's a great first figure to start off with.
Yeah, this is the very first one I got. The very first one I
Two.
got. And I don't even know if I did an unboxing video for it, but this was like the first one I got.
Mm-hmm.
But really, really awesome. I really, really love that figure a lot. I really do. That's awesome. That was the first one I got. And even with the collecting, I was like, I'll get here and there, and then I just said screw it. I'm just gonna turn into a collector because it's just awesome being able to. I'm not a hoarder, but it's awesome to hoard these kaiju. Like these are things I'm never gonna get rid of.
Yeah, exactly. And then, what's your most recent collectible? And what are you looking forward to coming up next that you want as to add to your collection, or the
All
next
right,
new release that you want to add to your collection?
This here is the '89 Default Godzilla. So I don't know if you guys can see it, but this little guy right here, this is one of my favorites. I'm kind of juggling right now. I've seen the Gigan Default. I'm really eyeing the Titanosaurus Default.
That
That
looks
one,
dope.
that looks so amazing. What I'm looking at is the Space Godzilla Default. I think I want to add that one to my next collection. The Space Godzilla. I've been looking at the nuclear reactor Default,
84.
Godzilla as well. Yeah. So I want, I'm gonna say all of those. I want to be able to get all of those. But yeah, the '89 Default, this guy here, man, is awesome. Awesome.
He is.
So that was my latest. So, and I really love the Default. I really love the Default figures because it shows almost like a fun side to like this '89 Godzilla. It almost shows like a little kid side to him, almost like a kid version of him, and that's why I like them so much. I think they're different, very unique, and I just love them, man. It gives it more personality.
Yeah, no, I definitely understand that. The Default rules are all really nice figures. I'm not gonna fall down that rabbit hole because I already collect enough stuff as it is. I don't need to add Default rule to my line.
You got some nice figures, bro.
Yeah, I don't need to add Default rule to that line. I spend enough money as it is, and I still need to get a diorama for photography. So if I add Default rules to that collection, I'm never gonna get my diorama set going. So I can't.
Got you.
And I guess the new releases that I'm gonna get that's coming out that I'm looking forward to. Of course, this and the '92 Mothra are my most recent ones. But the one I'm looking forward to coming up now is the Monster Maniacs Dr. Cerzara. I can't wait for that to come out. That's gonna be dope. He's gonna go right next to my gigantic.
Dude, you gotta take pictures. You gotta get your photography going, man.
Oh, trust me, I will. I may even have to go. Well, I gotta figure something out. I gotta find a way to trick water into it. I can't be deep diving in the ocean taking pictures of Godzilla figures. That's not gonna work. That's not gonna end well. I already can't swim as it is. I'm gonna get down to the bottom of the ocean, just be stuck down there, just trying to take pictures. I'm never gonna be able to post them.
I can't swim either. I did learn the technique though. If I'm driving over a bridge that's full of water, I let my windows down.
There you go.
I don't know. I'm crazy. In case the bridge collapses, I can get out. That's a tip for everybody. If you're driving over a bridge, let your windows down. Not if it's cold though. Crack it.
And of course, Eric's still trying to talk me into getting that Godzilla vs. Ebra set. Which I mean, I understand, Eric. It's a dope set, but I have nowhere to put that. I ain't about to get that big thing and have to find somewhere to put in my house. I don't think I've ever seen that set before. I'll send you pictures after the show.
Okay,
It
yeah, I
looks
haven't.
incredible.
Okay, I never thought I had to spend some money on eBay.
And then the last question I have, at least listed, is what future projects do you have for your channel?
All right, man. So those who are in the chat, you can actually find me and my team on YouTube at Godzilla Nerds 1954. And if you're looking for us on Instagram, we're on Instagram. You can find us at Godzilla Nerds 1954. So we tried to do a watch along this past week. So those who watched it didn't end well for us because YouTube has this thing against the Kaiju community. So they poo-pooed on our party, but we do have a recent movie review coming up. We're stepping out our comfort zone a little bit. We're going a different direction. They wanted to do the Battleship movie review, so we'll be doing that Thursday. Now I do have a surprise game popping up on that channel, so I won't be able to tell. Well, I don't know if they're watching, so I won't be able to give it away like that. But I'm also going to be finishing up my top 10 Godzilla's opponents list as well. So I do have that coming up. And I have a new unboxing coming up pretty soon. So that's what I got going for the channel.
Okay. Of course, for my YouTube channel, I have 2 reviews coming out. I need to do his review. I need to do Mothra's review. I think I'm not procrastinating a moment. Already got started. I just need to finish the actual review now. And coming up on here, which already know you've been invited as a guest, we're going to do our Monsterverse discussion. We're going to discuss all 4 movies of the Monsterverse as a whole. A little bit over a year after the release of Godzilla vs. Kong, we're going to see have feelings changed about it. Does everybody still love it? The people who hate it love it now. Who knows? We're gonna find out though.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the unique thing, man, about Godzilla. And my brain is always moving. So I just gave you a top 5 list, a couple of them, and they just may change just like that. I don't know why it's like that. I always go back. Now, Godzilla's Revenge, that'll never change. It's just movies like that is never going to change for me. I think that's the unique thing about the kaiju community, because even if I go back and revisit Gamera's movies, I might say, oh well, something's got to come off, So that's how it is in the kaiju community, man.
Mm-hmm. Definitely. Because my top 5 don't never change, but the 6 through 10 is always in rotation. some days I'll put Hedorah and Gigan higher. Other days Shin Godzilla's right there.
Right.
So it's ridiculous.
Yeah, it's I don't know. It's just because it might be like this little small thing I like about this movie that I never seen before, and I'm like, all right, I got to switch you because of that. Yeah, and I got to bring you down a little bit because I saw that and I didn't like that. It's just it's weird, man. I'm a weird thinker, man.
And Michael has a point. I'm looking forward to the Apple show too, even though I guess I'm gonna get a free subscription for a month, and then when the show's over, I'm canceling it immediately.
Yeah, I'm with you. I'm showing my love for Godzilla, and then after that, that's it. I mean, I have no interest in Apple TV. But with the Godzilla scene, I think, man, the show is already being heavily critiqued. We haven't seen it. We don't know much about it. I think we just got to give it time to kind of see, how it plays out. Even the Son of Kong movie that's been rumored, spread to be the next film, and if that is the next film, I'm pretty excited about it. I'm pretty excited about it. See Kong back out there again. That'll be cool.
I don't know how they're going to do it though, because I saw the original Son of Kong and it was lackluster. Is the word I'm going to use. And then don't get me started on King Kong Lives. Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah.
King Kong Lives is probably one of my least favorite kaiju movies. Like that's way on the bar.
My mom had the coolest idea for a King Kong movie, and I don't want to stall the stream. I would have to go back and find it. But it was for somebody who don't like Kong. I mean, the idea she had for it was brilliant. Like it was really really awesome. It was awesome. I have to go back and share it with you. And I don't know if I shared it on any of the past streams, but if I go back and find it, I'll share it with you.
All right, that sounds like a plan. But all right, Donald, I guess before we wrap it up, is there anything else you got to say? Anything you want to add?
Yeah, man. I just wanted to I wanted to ask you this question. I wanted to get your take on this.
Okay.
With the Son of Kong movie that's rumored to reportedly be filming, who would you like Kong's opponent to be?
I feel like I
thought it would
mentioned
be
this
King
before.
Caesar.
Yeah, that's actually what I was gonna say. I was gonna say King Caesar. That'll be awesome.
That'll be awesome.
Especially the mythology behind King Caesar too. If they put that in the MonsterVerse, I think that'd be pretty dope to see. And King Kong can actually scrap at somebody, not just beat the brakes off of somebody like he usually be doing in films and stuff.
Yeah. King Kong got hands, man. Yeah, he. I'll tell you what, man. He's not scared of anybody, man. And I think that's the mentality that we just have to have. And if I was younger, if I could go back, if I was going back to school now, I'd be representing Godzilla. I'd be representing all of them. I have all the gear, their backpack. It'll be on. They're gonna know I love Godzilla. So I missed the opportunity, but I get to pass it down to my kids because they like. I got a little bit of a dilemma. My oldest boy is more Godzilla. My youngest is more King Kong. I mean, I like both, but my oldest is more like, yeah, Daddy, let me get that Godzilla figure. Let me get that one. Let me these are things I paid for, man. So I already gave them my King Kong figure. I'm like, okay. They just every day they kept asking me, can I play with your King Kong? Can I play with your King Kong? I'm like, just to get it, just take it. Now you ain't gotta ask me. I gave that to them. Now they coming here asking for these. I'm like, no.
I know. I do the same thing with my son too. Especially when I started collecting Xbox figures, I was like, yeah, nah, we gotta let's get these playmates real quick. Let's get these old Bandais. Here you go, son. Enjoy.
they don't know the difference. They just it's a figure.
Ooh, I like Eric's answer. Oh, and before I guess I'll give Eric's answer. Good night, Robin, and also good night, Thirsty Thursday Toys.
Kaiju Storm, I'll see you later, man. It was a slight chance of rain today in the forecast.
And if y'all haven't seen any of their channels, definitely go check those out on YouTube as well, guys. And of course, Eric, he could fight Gorosaurus, Barugon, Varan, basically any dinosaur that could fit into the verse. And actually, Eric, it's funny you say that. I don't mind him fighting all three of them. That'd be awesome.
Yeah. And I think for me, I would love to see how they would design them, especially with what they can do in this day and age with technology. That would be awesome.
I know Remy would be happy about Barugon.
And get straight stepped on. And I know, and everybody who's in that chat, if they have a YouTube channel, bro, just point me in the right direction. I'll subscribe and I'll check them out because I like to binge watch when I'm cleaning up or when I have downtime at work. I just get on and I just admire what people do for the community, man. And it encourages me. It helps me get through my day. So, just point me in the right direction, bro. And I'll give a quick subscribe, man.
And then Michael said, fighting with all three would be so epic. I mean, King Kong needs to get jumped. I'm tired of him trying to just beat the brakes off people. He can get jumped. He'll be all right.
King Kong got this mode where he just gets really angry. He gets in this rage, man. And it's like, I mean, King Kong is about that life. I'm gonna give him that. He about that action.
But all right, guys, I guess that's all we got for tonight. Again, like I was mentioned a moment ago, we're gonna have our MonsterVerse discussion on April 23rd. So definitely get ready for that. Tune in for that. Of course, I'll have Donald on with me. I'm hoping to have Matt Jacobson on with us as well. I know Matt's a huge monster also. And
Come
of
on, Matt
course,
Hardy.
huh?
I said, come on, Matt Hardy, join us.
And I think I got a head count for that show, but I just need to double check. Unfortunately, Samson won't be able to make it. Him and Rich will be on. They'll be doing a Fresh Vinyl live at night that night. Right after our show. So definitely go check that out. Go support them over there for Rich and Rich for Richisu, Mr. Fresh Vinyl himself. And I hope everybody has a fantastic night, Kaiju family.
Peace.
Peace.
Thank you for having me on, brother.
Thank you for being on.